Hi guys, Andy here again from Mad Lad Designs with another Kickstarter unboxing. It's over here, the first one for 2018. So let's get this open and see what it is. I think I know what it is. I hope I know what it is. There we go. Let's have a look. Get into this. There we go. Packing peanuts. Hey. Let's move these out the way. All over the place. So what do we have? Let's have a look. We have we'll move that out of the way. Packing peanuts everywhere. We have Maximum Apocalypse and the Kaiju expansion as well. So I've been looking forward to this. It's based obviously in an apocalypse. There's zombies, I think there's also robots to fight, and then you have kaiju. So let's take a look what is in this. It's a Kickstarter edition. Let's have a look at the back. There you are, 1 to 6 players. Let's take a look. Let's crack it open. Let's see what we have. I've heard that there's some particular tokens in here that may be a bit suggestive, so I'm giving you fair warning. These tokens, you'll know when you see them. But let's have a look and see what we get. Nice sturdy box. We have a variety of punch-out tokens. I think there's the characters that go on the board. For cards, I'm assuming. Stacks of cards. Nice and thick. The rulebook. Quite a small rulebook. It is 27 pages. I'll give that a good read. And of course I'll be doing a playthrough. We have many cards. Let's have a look. Stacks of dice. 2 large ones and the rest are small. Stand for, I'm assuming, if I grab this, is for these characters here. Then we have here's those suggestive tokens. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, I'll let you guess what you think they look like. But there are plenty of tokens. These are fuel tokens. I think these are bullet tokens. And then we have the enemy tokens. Let's dig further in. So there is your bullet tokens. Then we have the fuel tokens. Quite like these fuel tokens. Like fuel cans. Then we have, I think this must be the enemy tokens, when the enemy's coming. It's a tile based game. You have your own decks of cards for your particular character. So let's have a look what we have. Stacks of cards. There we go. I think, what are these? Maybe these are Kickstarter promos or something. Maybe. We have extra baggies. It's always good to have extra baggies. Then we have the tiles. And I'm going to open all these in a second. Then we have more cards. Huge stacks of cards. I'm going to open these tiles. Put these in there. Leave the bags in there, leave them in there. Let's open these tiles. Quite like the artwork on these tiles. The idea is you're going to be placing these down, you're going to shuffle them all face down, and then you place them in a grid of sorts, and then as your character moves from tile to tile, you turn it over. Monster's toughness maybe, I don't really know, but that is briefly how you play it. So we have many tiles. I think you start off in the van. Nice thick tiles as well, not your little thin paper tiles. Quite nice to hold. Then of course we have many cards. Let's have a look. Let's start from the beginning. I'm not going to show you every single card because obviously it will take too long. These are scenario cards, so it tells you how many map tiles you need to use, what the map tiles are, and the starting decks for, where is it, for these. So you'd make a red deck with these and place it on here, and green deck and a blue deck, and as you are investigating and going around the tiles, you'll get opportunities to pick from a coloured deck. So there's quite a lot. I think so. This is the robots. This is enemy deck. You have robots, zombies. Oh, there's the zombies. Zombie soldiers and a zombie dog. Zombie walkers. A zombie queen. Very nice. Turn references and ranges explained, so little reference cards. And then put those there, and as you can see, 0 tutorial, and it goes through 1, 2, 3, telling you the difficulty, all the way up to 11. Oh, sorry, all the way up to 12. Very hard. 12 different scenarios there. So that's one set of cards. Let's open these and see what we have. Can he actually open them? Let's try this. There we go. Get these open. And I think these, because they're green, will sit on there like this. So when you're searching, obviously you'll shuffle these green cards together and you search, you turn over, see what you find. I think that's how that works. And of course you've got the red set. And the blue set. And a grey set. I'm not sure what the grey set's for. More red. Ambush. We have the scientist. So we can find a scientist. So that's another stack of cards. Let's open another stack of cards. aliens. So you have zombies, robots and aliens, I think, in the base deck. And then you have the kaiju in the expansion. Mutant rat. Mutant. Marauder. Military remnant. Boss. Boss. Quite a few bosses. That's another set. And we have in another set of cards. I'm going to try and get... If you think this is a lot of cards, I have Thunderstone Quest coming, complete with 3 expansions. So I think there's over 1,000 cards coming in Thunderstone Quest when that comes. These I think are the decks for the particular characters, and these are the characters I think. Let's go. So let me just double check. Everything here is for the mechanic. Mechanic. Surgeon, mechanic. So you have a deck of mechanic cards you will shuffle together, and each turn you will draw a hand of so many cards, and those are the cards you can use on your turn. And these are all for the mechanic. So like I said, I won't go through every single card, but those are for the mechanic. Next we have the surgeon, I think. Let's see how many. Surgeon. So again we have a stack of cards for the surgeon. Nice. Oh, okay, what's that? Ah, just a bit of plastic that's been stuck. So that is for, now I'm going to put them there, the surgeon. Then we have, let's see what else we have. Put those there. We have the veteran. Obviously he'll be good with the guns, and he has a companion. The veteran. And these are the characters. So we have the Gunslinger, the fireman, the hunter, the veteran, the dog, which I'm assuming goes with the veteran, the mechanic. Am I just going around these again? No, and the surgeon. Characters, and then finally we have, let's see what we have here. Oh, more cards for the mechanic. Then we have the hunter. I'll just separate these out. Gunslinger. And fireman, I think. There we go. So each character comes with their own deck. I'm not sure how this is played. I've seen demos of it on YouTube. I'm going to have to read the instructions and give it a good go. And of course, I'll be doing a playthrough of some time. Then we have the Gunslinger. Looks familiar. Anyone who likes spaghetti westerns? And then the hunter. Ooh. And that is it. That is what you get for... Oh, you get these as well. I think these are Kickstarter exclusives. I think there's a female hunter. I'm not sure. And this is male. And then we have a male gunslinger, and this is female. Then we have these. I think these, if I'm not mistaken, are dividers. So basically you will, when they're in the box, I think, so you get a divider to say what they are. That sort of thing. I know these are not zombies, but you get the idea. These are dividers. So I'm going to tidy all this up, get rid of all this, and then we're going to have a look at the expansion, Kaiju Rising. Okay, that was Maximum Apocalypse, a quick unboxing. I've managed to put nearly everything back in the box. Just a few tokens I've got to pop out. But we're going to get rid of that up there and bring in Kaiju Rising. I'm going to bring the camera down a bit so we can have a look a bit closer. Okay, Kaiju Rising, let's see what this is. I'll take the cellophane off and then we shall read the back. When monolithic beasts rose from the oceans, our military tried to stop them. As we killed them at great expense and destruction, more kept rising from the depths. Our world is theirs now. They roam the landscape as an ever-present threat, while the last of us scrounge on what's left from our crumbled civilization. Maximum Apocalypse Kaiju Rising adds 2 new survivor characters, the Army Ranger and the Scientist. Each character comes with their own unique survivor deck of abilities and equipment. The Scientist is clever and adaptable, whereas the Army Ranger is an excellent sniper and crowd control character. Finally, this expansion adds a new apocalypse deck of 30 cards with new missions and challenges as you face the largest monsters seen thus far. So if anybody has seen the film Pacific Rim, you know what's coming. 82 cards and 2 standees. So let's take a look. Can we actually get it open? Oh, there we go. These are our standees, the scientist and the ranger. I'm not sure what these are for at the moment, but that's what we have. And of course, let's open these and take a closer look at these new characters. There we go. So who do we have? We have the Army Ranger, mission cards. Okay, I'll put those to one side. These must be okay. Put them to one side. I'm just going to sort these out by backs and then we'll take a good look at them. So we have the scientist, and the Army Ranger. So are these must all be scientists, are they? Yep. So this is the deck for the scientist. Stink bomb, invent, mutate, yeah. So that is a quick look at the deck for the scientist. This, I think, is all the Army Ranger. Deck for the Ranger. And then we have his enemy cards. If the Kaiju is roaming, set this card aside. When you have 3 of these, place the Kaiju in front of you. If the Kaiju is not roaming, move it in front of you. Okay, so let's have a look. So obviously this builds up. The more cards you get, the closer the Kaiju is coming. And this must be the Kaiju's cards. 4 damage. Oh. Remove a map tile adjacent to you and take 5 damage. Wow. Roll a dice to spawn monster tokens. Kaiju restores 5 health. And that must be the actual Kaiju Scarab. Behemoth. And Storm Gora. Okay, so there are 3 Kaiju. And this must be the deck for the Kaiju. So put those to one side. Next we have these. I'm not sure what we do with these. I think maybe they are shuffled into those. Here we go. Red, green and blue. Because we do seem to have blue and red. But no green. I'm not sure. I'd have to read the instructions on how that is set up. And then we have these two. Yes, these must be the giant robots that attack the kaiju. I can't remember what are they called. I can't remember what they're called. I'm sure you're shouting at the screen by now telling me what they're called. No, it's gone. It's gone. What these are called. Jaeger. That's it. Jaegers, I think. That's what they're called. And then we have Kaiju tips. I think it tells you what each card does. Again, a turn reference, which is handy. Always handy. Robot rules. These are the Jaegers, I think. How to use them. How to defeat the kaiju. What tiles you need to set up kaiju. The expansion game. And the introduction and the rules. And that is what you get in the expansion Kaiju Rising. I don't know if it's an expansion or whether it is Kickstarter only. I can't remember off by hand. I'm sure someone will comment in the description below, or in the comments below I should say, telling me whether it is an actual expansion or whether it is a Kickstarter exclusive expansion. Everything fits neatly back into the box, and that is, I'm going to zoom out. There we are. Maximum Apocalypse by Rock Manor Games, complete with Kaiju Rising expansion. Okay guys, that's it. Of course, like I said, I'll be doing a playthrough at some time. I can't wait to actually play this myself. I'm going to give it a real good go. And until next time, I will catch you guys later.